while back, there was a tweet that caught my eye for a bit. A lot of people ended up dunking on it. There was this one person, Shad M. Brooks, has a YouTube channel of like 1 point something million subscribers, Shadiversity. And he's a big defender of AI art. He regularly puts out tweets of like, I made this with AI art and it's super challenging and respect me. And well, every time he does it, he puts out a kind of manifesto. Enough poisoning the well. I was half joking about the manifesto. It's just a long read. Remember, everyone, AI art supposedly takes no effort, skill, and always looks trash. Such nonsense. This new artwork was the most challenging I've done by a lot, combining every difficult element of my previous images and then pushing it even further, purposefully choosing one of the most difficult images I could think of to make with AI tools. Indeed, I had a very clear vision of what I wanted to make, and the criticism that you can't depict your artist vision with AI art is a pathetic lie as proven by this new image. I wonder if you guys recognize the image already, because it did go viral for a while. My goal was to make an action scene with even more complex pose that contained physical contortion and exertion in the body. I wanted to show the character performing a mighty attack with all their effort, conveying speed and motion, an even more intense facial expression, and then placing it within a scene interacting with an enemy that she had just attacked. It was not easy. This is all cope. Oh god, it's just painful to look at already. But I'm very happy with the results. Now, I'm not saying this image is flawless, not at all. Indeed, I think of it more talented artists knew how to use AI tools. They could make a far better AI image than me, because that's the key. Making the best and most complex and specific AI art requires artistic ability. You know what starts the artistic ability? The fundamentals of motion, of human proportions. You can't replace that with AI art. So my next fuck his future plans. This is what he's so proud of. And has anybody ever considered this a kind of natural pose? It's like they're going for the realistic art, but then using cartoonishly exaggerated posing and stuff. Yeah, her proportions are very weird because it's not, I guess, trained well enough, because that's what AI art is. And the main reason I actually wanted to talk about this thread was because of a dunk that was done on it, specifically Linda Lithen. Sure, I can take 90 minutes out of my day off to remind any young artists following me of something that got hammered into me while taking online courses some 8 years ago. No amount of rendering will hide flawed fundamentals. You can't build a house on a weak foundation. And aside from the quality of just this image, to give Linda a little more credibility and let you know, she is an illustrator for Wizards of the Coast. Right there in her bio. Wizards of the Coast illustrator. Not only does she produce this actually wonderful piece of art, she also continues. To be clear, I'd never do this to a beginner artist, especially unsolicited. if someone asks me for feedback on their stuff, I'll always be constructive and encouraging in my phrasing. And yeah, I don't get that she's the type to just dunk on random people, but Shad is a dude that just keeps going on about AI art. Oh, yeah, you guys can't read it because chat. Here. There. Reposting this with clarifications because I'm not paying for an edit button based. Hell, I wouldn't even do this with an actual drawing pre-AI. We all start somewhere. I drew this when I started out. And, well, you've already seen the wonderful piece that she's done recently, and here you can tell she's already mostly aware of the fundamentals. Everybody starts somewhere, and you can't just post-process your way into good art out of nowhere. I just want to look at this a little bit more. Because, like, goddamn, I really hate that a lot of people just kind of consider AI art to be the end state, where you can just come up with a picture and then boom, that's it. Aside from the whole art theft stuff, you know, how it works, you input the images and then it generates an image out of that, and most of the time the images are non-consenting added, at least to my knowledge. I do think you can make use of AI art as a sort of reference sheet. Like, if you want to come up with a new character concept and you want to get it fleshed out and drawn up, maybe you've got 100 different pieces of reference that you are considering giving to the artist. But instead, you can feed that into AI and get it into, or down to like 3 pieces to be like, hey, this is the kind of ballpark I'm looking for. Put your own spin on it. If people are to use AI art like that, I have absolutely no problem. And then there are some... God. Then there are companies that are like, well, the Global VTuber Awards, they used quite a fair bit of AI art. I don't know if they still do anymore, but it's just a recent example I can point to of this shit's not really going anywhere. There's going to continuously be more and more use of it. We got to find ways to keep it ethical, I guess. But don't be like Shad. Don't think it's a full-on masterpiece that can totally replace the efforts of learning to make art as an individual. Like, he really forgets that it seems a lot of what the AI art can't capture, at least in my opinion, is the actual emotion expressed in the images. With his image, it was like there were facial expressions and whatnot, but it just felt empty. Maybe that's just my bias. Who knows? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more content, and if you want to join the community, feel free to check out the Discord. I love to voice chat in there, so if you want to ever talk, I'm usually available. Well, in the afternoons.